Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel. In this video, we've got something a little bit different. You've probably seen our What's in Your Bag series of videos that have been really popular recently, as well as some of our coverage from the 2019 NAMM show, and this video is a little bit of both. We had a chance to meet up with longtime subscriber Robert Harker at the show, and we had a great time. We got to hang out, talk shop, listen to some speakers together, and he was nice enough to take a few moments to show us a project he's working on with an audio and video measurement rig. As a fellow video maker, he set out to document the Pro Sound Web and Live Sound International speaker showcase demonstrations in a series of videos that he's going to be releasing on YouTube coming up soon. He's got a really unique rig that he's put together with an Earthworks mic and a video camera and an audio recorder, all rigged together on a monopod in an effort to be able to move through the speaker's coverage pattern throughout the demonstrations. I'm looking forward to seeing how these videos come out and how it all translates over headphones and especially over YouTube with the compression and other things that they put on your audio signal. It'll be interesting to see how this really comes across in the end videos. In the meantime though, let's hear from Robert about his rig and what he's trying to accomplish. Over to you, Robert.
Right, I'm Robert Harker and I'm here at NAMM. I have been a sound guy for 45 years now, ever since I was about 15 and started doing sound for friends who had bands. I owned a sound company in Santa Cruz for a while and made a living at it, but not much of one. My main career was in computers, and recently I've retired, and in my retirement one of my interests is keeping up with professional sound. In regards to that, I've gone to many shows where they do large format speaker demos, and I always get frustrated by seeing the audience just standing there doing nothing. They're just listening to one spot. And if you're in a large format PA system, you really want to walk back and forth. You want to hear how it sounds on the edges, how it sounds far back, close in. And to help with that, I thought I'd produce a series of YouTube videos where I go and I take a precision rig. I have my camcorder, and then I have an Earthworks measurement mic and a Tascam Dr-40 to record with. And I take this and I simply walk an arc around the speaker as they're doing the demo. And I try to get as many as I can. I get usually about 1.5. And the beauty here is that after the fact, somebody watching this video over headphones will be able to listen and hear how the speaker pattern changes as the mic moves around in the audience. And I think it's actually quite informative because you can tell when the coverage pattern of the horns drops off. You can just hear phase cancellation, nulls, and peaks, other idiosyncrasies of the speakers, and get a feeling for how the speakers actually sound. So the rig was kind of fancy. I use these QR2 plates for all my stuff, and so all just clicks together sort of as a rector set. I then have a mic. I have put a camera on, and I've used these balls so I can adjust it. And then when I started, I had both an Earthworks mic, and then I also recently got some old Sony ENG shotgun mics, and I used this as well. But in listening to it the other day, it doesn't really produce much. So it's heavy, so I'm not using it in this show. I then have my Tascam Dr-40 with a cracked screen. I put an earbud in the case and something got put on it. I'm bummed, but the display still works. And this has got a clamp on it and a ball joint that hopefully I do this without dropping it. And that allows me to clamp it there and also angle it up so I can see it. I plug the mic into the mic, I plug into the recorder, and that's my rig.
Awesome.
And hopefully in the next week or two, I'll start publishing videos of the various speaker systems. There are both the flown large format speaker systems, as well as they did demos of smaller speaker on sticks or speaker over a subwoofer portable systems.
Awesome. And what's your YouTube channel so people can find those videos when they're out? Where do they find you? What's the best way?
Search for Harker.
Harker?
And then South Bay House Concerts.
Okay.
And that gets that will bring up my house concert videos, and that will then in turn give you my channel.
This video is made possible in part by our good friends at Electra Sound Systems. Bringing world-class attention to detail to events every day, you can go along with them on the road, behind the scenes, and in the shop in their new live sound video series on YouTube. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at electrasoundsystems.com. Be sure to tell them we sent you. Thanks again to Robert for taking the time to show us this really unique setup. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of discussion about the rig and this approach to demonstrating speakers remotely via video. And obviously, it's better to try to hear speakers and sound systems and headphones in person for yourself. But not everybody can do that. And a situation like this, where there's a showcase of a dozen or so speaker systems, is a really unique opportunity. So I applaud Robert's efforts to try to share that with more people. It's definitely not something that's easy to do. Robert also had some unique budget internet finds that he brought along to share, and he was really thoughtful and also brought me this flashlight to keep. And it's a really cool flashlight. I've used it a ton since I've gotten home from the show and even stuck a sticker on it, which makes it even that much better. So thanks again, Robert, for the flashlight. This has come in super handy around the shop.
Hi, this is Robert Harker again. My passion for videos is doing recordings of house concerts. These are acoustic musicians who perform in people's backyards, basically for the door. And I've been doing these. I have multiple cameras. I do a 4-camera shoot, and I've been wanting to capture better audio. And so I've used XY mics, I've used direct boards, but I also want to go the next step. I'd actually like to do multi-channel recording. And in order to do this on a budget, the first thing was a digital recorder. I wanted a 16-channel digital recorder, and the cheapest way to get that is a Behringer XR18 digital mixer. It's strictly a digital mixer. It has no console. You use apps to control it for that. But I got one off eBay for $500. It was a reconditioned unit, but $500 for 18 channels of recording is amazing. Now, the caveat there is that if you're trying to record a band, you also have to have all kinds of microphones. And I'm an old sound guy, so I actually do have a fair number of microphones, but I've never really had a good set for drum mics. And I bought one of these cheap, $200 drum mic kits, and they're not very good. And so I was looking at it, and various companies, Behringer, CAD, other companies make little lipstick microphones. The Behringer O2s, the CAD, I think they're CO2s. They're basically about 4 inches long and 3/4 inch diameter, small diaphragm condenser microphones for around $50 a piece. And at $50 a piece, buying 6 of them is not a huge expense. Now the problem is, if you're going to put them on drums, you've got to have 2 things. First, you've got to have shock mounts, and the second is you will need some protection. And so I came up with this as an idea. This is 2 different mic stands put together. The original mic stand was the drum mic, which has a clamp on it, and it just had a standard mic clip there. But then I went and got some shockproof mic stands, mounts, and I took the head off the shockproof mount, mounted on the body of the drum mic, and now I have an isolated drum mic. And it's also nice because the capsule of the small diaphragm lipstick mic sticks out about 1/4 inch. So if a drummer, it's not totally protected, the drummer is right in the right place, they can still hit the mic, but most of the time they'll be a little bit further back and they'll hit the edge of the mic things. And the beauty of this, about $6 for the pair of things. So really inexpensive way to solve a problem. Now the one thing I haven't actually had a chance to use these yet. The one issue I'm going to have is, what do you do with clip-on mics when you're needing to change the set? So you need to take all of these off and put them someplace. And so I think what I'll do is build a bar on a mic stand that is this size so that I can clip them onto that bar to put them someplace safe. Let the drummers do their thing and then pull them out.
Any, you know the manufacturer on either of those parts? If somebody wanted to try, find them?
They're generic Chinese.
So you find them on eBay maybe?
Yeah,
if
I go to
looking for
eBay.
them?
This I looked for a clip-on drum mic clip, and they're usually like $2 or $3. And this was a shock mount mic clip.
Okay.
Again, $2 or $3.
Cool,
The only drawback of ordering from China is that it takes 2 weeks to get things. But if you just live with that as a reality, it's acceptable. So another thing that I got from China,
Ooh.
flashlights. Everybody has these military flashlights now, and they're really nice if you have to light something up 20 feet away. But the problem is a lot of times you need to put them someplace, and you wind up putting them in your teeth, and they kind of hurt the teeth. You know, they're not good. Your dentist would say, you really shouldn't do that. And this is, again, a light I got from China. It comes without batteries, which is good because Chinese batteries are crap. So I put in good batteries. And it's a side light, and I won't shine it in the camera, but it provides a nice thing of light. What I like about it is that I can put it in my mouth, and it's comfortable. It also has a clip on the back, so I can clip it into my front.
Nice.
So that it's lighting up stuff that's in front of me. And I'm not sure if I'm really, I don't know how much longer they'll last. I don't know if I'm going to be really happy with them long term, but I think I will be. So it's a fun thing.
Is there any branding on that?
No branding.
Okay.
And again, I think these were $1.50, maybe $2 maximum from China.
Nice. It's a
And
good find.
that's a gift for you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so generous. That's really cool. Oh, it's rubbery. It's a very rubbery texture. Really, really nice. Yeah, you wouldn't slip and let that go.
Right.
That's cool. Thanks so much.
Awesome finds, and I've had the flashlight here on my desk and it's come in very handy already. I've tried to find links on eBay to the drum mic components and the flashlight as well, but can't guarantee that any of those links will be good by the time you're actually watching this video, so they're just links to general search terms that'll kind of get you started in the right direction to find things like this for yourself. Thanks again to Robert for meeting up with us. It was awesome to spend so much time with you at the show, and everybody else we got to meet up with at NAMM too. That was just a blast, and I really hope we get to see you again there next year. Be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can see all of our upcoming videos, especially the ones from the NAMM show. We've got tons of stuff we've been working on and editing, and can't wait to get it out and share it all with you as we get it finished. Head over to DcSoundOp.com for more information, links, and resources about everything we cover here on the channel and more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.